Oh, we're going to call her all the way out okay, because the hypocrisy with this woman and the contradictions is real. This woman to be claimed to be so confused, I'm like, girl. Oh, we ain't confused, we see exactly who you are by your actions, okay, we read. Between the lines and the fake crocodile tears, 'cause she still ain't got no tear. But she's over here whining about I wanted all the sister wives, girl. You didn't do not one thing to you know. Solidify or confirm or validate that you wanted any other wife other than yourself, in my opinion. Before we get any further into this, I got to say welcome. Or welcome back to my channel, don't know how you got here, but so glad you're here. If you're new here, I hope you stick around and subscribe. Hit that notification bell beside subscribe. Make sure it's set to all, so you'll be notified whenever I upload. A fan took to Reddit to bring up this hot topic: why is Robyn so obsessed with being a sister wife in the newest season? She's pressuring Kody to work it out with Janelle, even though he said multiple times that neither of them are interested. She's hesitant when Kody asks her if she wants to be monogamous with him, broaches the subject of getting another sister wife with him. Is it just for show? Did she really want to live polygamy, as she claims, or was it all way to have a constant supply of drama and money? What do you think as you see 114 comments at the time of me recording this video? So let's go ahead and get it into a few of them. It's the second thing you said: you can't be the good one if there isn't a bad one. You can't be number one if you're the only one she absolutely wanted to be favorite wife. Not the only wife, but also this is her storyline for the show. I don't believe for a second that at the time this was fam she actually thought there was a chance with. Janelle need the court to be queen. She can play pretend she is queen, but she has no one to blame for her actions, so who is she blame? Now Big Rob wanted to look down on the other wives and children, because that was done to her mom. No interaction with the first wife. I think a big chunk of what both Robyn and Kody do comes from daddy issues. I think Robyn is so set on being a sister wife because that's the cult she's raised in. I'm not a part of that cult, but I would guess a man with 4 wives who seems to treat them well is revered and looked up on by the community, and Robyn wants to be with that type of prominent and respectful man. Robyn has never lived true polygamy. She has always been Kody's favorite wife and was only away from him from 6 o'clock p.m. to 6 o'clock a.m. every 3 nights. If that, Robyn lives in her delusional bubble and chooses to not see the reality of how the other wives are treated by Kody. Robyn doesn't see how hard polygamy is for the other wives because she's never had to live polygamy truly herself. Good point. And she doesn't want to believe polygamy doesn't work since it works for her. But mostly money. She wants her and Kody to have all the income from the show possible. Oh, I believe that Robyn is just pretending to be sad so that it can appear she wasn't intending to break up Kody's relationships. Oh, I could see that as well. I think she wants to look good for the cameras. I think they correctly know they not that not living polygamy now invalidates all they were doing before. They told us over and over again that they were called to live that way, eternally sealed, destined, and that the principle of plural marriage was a faith thing, something they believed in. So to not live it now invalidates their entire premise. She either has convinced herself that this is what she still believes, or she's trying to save face. Likely a mixture of both. She didn't want sister wives as much as she just wanted contributors to the bank account that would just shut up and pay her bills. Yes. Period. Oh, we got a possible unpopular opinion. This person said, I never brought the narrative. I never bought the narrative that Robyn wanted to be the only wife and intentionally pushed them out when she cries that she wanted to sit on the porch with the sister wives. I believe her. Robyn seems like someone Deeply emotionally stunned, I believe. She has a very immature and almost adolescent view of relationships, I think. She romanticizes being in plural marriage in her head and doesn't understand how the way she acts and treats people is the failure of the marriage or linked. I really do think she wants to be in this picture perfect. Sweet little plural marriage, but she doesn't understand what it takes to get there. She sees these complex relationships. And this too. Precious Moment style lens where it's all about these sweet ideas of little old ladies playing with the grandkids. Together she wants a storybook, not reality. I think that's pretty accurate. I think Robyn imagines herself as the long-suffering hero of a lifetime polygamy movie. She has main character syndrome and can't understand why all the background characters aren't playing their parts the way she scripted them in her head. I don't think you're wrong. I don't think she set out to deliberately destroy the family. I think she realized that she was treated different than the others, and it was usually in her favor. My theory is that she just pushed and pushed because she wasn't getting any pushback from Kody. The more she pushed, the more Kody, the more Kody made her the victim, and higher she went on the pedestal, pretty much gave her the opportunity to have it all. But she was so busy concentrating on Kody, she didn't pay attention to the others. If she had played the game better, she could have been the favorite wife and still had the others, but she got greedy and lost it all with Kody. 247 as the constellation prize. I agreed to a point. I think she did want the family and was drawn to them. She didn't want a monogamous marriage with Kody at all. However, she absolutely wanted to restructure it so she was the apple of his eye and always had his ear. She needs and requires to have that upper hand in controls. So she might have wanted to sit out on the porch with the other wives, but it would have been where she wanted to live. She would have been the most favored one, and they would all be jealous of her. I think she wants to show Mama Alice that she's the #1 wife and doesn't get the scraps like Mama Alice. Did I doubt that she doesn't want to be a sister wife? She never did. She was pretending she knew on her wedding day that Kody wasn't in love with the others. She just loved being the favorite. And then, when the other wives in doubt, she realized what she had. Kody effing Brown. Well, she's on a show called Sister Wives, and she needs the money from the show to keep buying mountains of crap. She used to dump all the filming onto the other wives and their kids. Now she can't do that anymore. She only wants to reconcile, so she has more money in the bank by having access to Janelle's paycheck money. Shoni, she can't be the favorite wife if she's the only wife. It's all performative with Robyn. Yes, she did want the lifestyle, but then she didn't. She pushed Kody to stay in the marriages because won the show money, and wanting to be the head favorite wife never really got into the Brown family culture. That she likes to whine about it was all about Kody, not the other wives or the kids she had been. If she had been serious, she would have really bonded with least one wife. Mary she used and never really bonded with. Ghosted her before and during and after. Christine was the center, but she was jealous of Robyn because she could only see because she could see that she had a good relationship with Kody. Janelle scared Robyn, so I think she kept her distance. Never was a good sister wife. Kody is so in love with her, and she used that to her advantage. At the end of the day, the real sister wives moved on. She stuck with a man baby who has no business. Since no sister wives equals no money. Because there is no show, cause someone has to bring in the money while at the same time being inferior to her and her. Mind you all, I love this conversation. What are y'all thinking? Here's what I'm thinking, which is strictly my thoughts and opinions based on everything I've seen out of Robyn Brown in this show. Robyn is absolutely trying to save face by saying I wanted all of this because we're all over here like, well, Robyn, you're the problem. You was the problem. I think she knows that she's just like Kody. She will put the blame on everybody. Else while she plays the victim, that's why her and Kody are so good together. Because they're just alike. I'm pretty sure that controlling personality, though that they both have the very strong personality, I'm sure it clashes at times, I'm sure it does. But Robyn didn't want the big family, or she would have done something to have that big family. She never did. Instead, she done the opposite. She done things to drive the family apart. And now they are apart now. She's just, well, we don't buy it, okay? Just stop. Save the dry crocodile tea. Save face. Save your face. Please. I do find it interesting that she's still carrying on with the same old song and dance that we clearly don't buy. Nobody buys it. We're all laughing at her. And she's still playing into it, so I am surprised by that. Would love to know what y'all are thinking, so meet me in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also I hope you subscribe if you're new here and hit that notification bell beside subscribe. Make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. I love you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below. All U.S.A. shows. Kody Brown. Robyn Brown. Related. For you. Recently uploaded.